Hello, everybody. I'm back. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise,
You got me.
surprise. Marco's back and Daz is
I'm
gone.
back. I have taken Daz's place. Your theory last time, it's true. Me and Daz, I'm just Daz. So I decided to drop my previous persona in favor of this one here.
I'm also gonna take off this cosmetic because I put in the title like minor spoilers because we're done with the main story now.
If you haven't finished the game, don't look.
Don't look.
Don't look at everybody's wearing in his
a
face.
couple seconds.
Put a censor bar over it in the stream highlights.
They don't have the one for all the masks yet though. Like best one, actually.
I think that we got the idea for that one from Heroes G when we were playing it.
GBA, yeah.
Wagner time, it seems like.
Yeah, I guess because we're just kind of going that way either way.
Yeah. So I'm curious, whose idea was Wagner Village? Was it yours or was it
Mine.
your brother's?
Yeah. It was my idea. I just decided, you know what, we need some more external villages and stuff. And so I said, you know what, I'm gonna make a custom village with all the custom Matora, and then I put them down. I couldn't figure out what color to make them, so I said, you know what if they're just a island of misfits, like in Rudolph the Reindeer.
Rudolph the
Misfit
Reindeer.
Toys, pretty much.
Julia D asks a question. Will 2.0 feature multiple Rahi variations like Legacy, or will the newer Jagas just be blue and purple? I think it's kind of undecided.
Yeah, it is kind of undecided, but I would probably say yes. I mean, we want to add the base ones first, but then after that, we'll consider it. We kind of answered this like on the Legacy stream, like when we first announced Legacy, because I was editing that recently. And yeah, it's kind of like undecided, but it's probably a yes. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to a couple of the other people first, because a lot of people miss all the dialogue here because there's a lot of dialogue for each person for each different variant that you find them at. Let's talk to Kali.
Oh, Tahu! Oh my! Welcome to my shop.
What do you sell?
Me? What I sell the bestest frozen rookie you've ever tasted. Hehe. I mean, I sell frozen fish. You see, he sells fish, so you can't buy anything from him. That's,
exactly. Yeah. That's how
how
you can tell in this game who you can buy stuff from. Though you sell fish, you can't buy it. Where are you from?
Oh, well, I lived in Lee Koa for a while, but I never really felt like I fit in there. They'd always make fun of me because, well, I didn't know how to vine swing or couldn't tree hop like they could. One day I just left. Later I came upon Wagner, and the people here were nice. It really felt like a home.
So then you settled?
Yep.
Very aggressive time.
Yeah, I did. Now it's my home.
Thank you. That was a nice story.
Are you not gonna
I'm not gonna buy anything
fish?
from you. So here's Tafal, and there's supposed to be fire here, but there's not. Greetings, Toatahu. Welcome to Wagner Village, our humble home in the outskirts of Kauai. And you can voice Tafal.
Tafal. Oh gosh, there's Tafal and Tafal.
Yes.
Huh? Oh, hello, Tahu. I was just gonna fall into the same voice.
Yes.
Huh? Oh, hello, Tahu. I'm not being lazy, just taking a small break.
Break from what? And why would you be worried about being lazy?
Well, I'm the town's repairman of sorts, and everyone's counting on me to fulfill their requests. Don't want to let them down.
I see, but don't let your work consume you, little one. Feel free to take a break whenever you need to.
Of course, I will. Thank you, Toa. Is that a message to yourself while working on Legacy?
Yeah, pretty much. And Mick Tafal, you two have very similar names.
Ah, yes. Tafal. Me and her, the nice give and take, almost like a rivalry.
Ah, I see how it is. And then you can also ask her name is Tafal, however I also met a Tafal here. Yes, we have very similar names, but to be honest, there's not much of a story there, Tor. I just don't like being confused with them. Right, I'll try my best not to mix you up.
Did you base the color schemes off of like existing elements, or just kind of whatever you thought would look cool?
Kind of whatever, although afterward I kind of went in and determined like what element they are. Hello, Toatahu. Welcome to Wagner Village. This is a nice town you have here.
Same. Oh, that's it.
Yep, that's it. Not all of them had super detailed dialogue. Hello, Toatahu. Welcome to Pari's Tools. What do you carry? Pickaxes mostly, and some other various tools in bronze and protodermis. Very interesting.
Do you have one that's made out of proto-steel?
I don't mean to be rude, but what kind of Matoran are you?
Well, that is kind of rude. Oh, hello. Believe it or not, I hail from Pokoro. A lot of the Matoran here are from different places around the island. I've only been here a short time, but it seems like a place I'd like to stay.
Your colors are very different than any Pomatoran I have ever met.
Yes, well, I've always felt a bit disconnected from other Pomatoran, as if I was not meant to be a part of the tribe. As I said, many of the people here are from different villages. Many of us are self-outcasts or explorers.
You spoke of a proto-steel? I'm not familiar with this material.
Ah, yes. Protodermis is more common. However, protosteel is a very rare, very strong material that can only be manipulated by a few people in the world. I've been traveling all over the island to find and study these rare tools. I'm Kohi, by the way.
Interesting. Do you have a lead on any other proto-steel tools? Perhaps I can help.
With a Toa helping me, perhaps I'd even be able to discover the secret to proto-steel manipulation. Yes, I will absolutely accept your help. As I did recently hear of a proto-steel tool on the other side of the island near Wahi, in Liwahi, southwest of Likoro. That's a lot of hyphens. There is said to be a proto-steel weapon, quote-unquote, frozen in wood, surrounded by a Nui juggernaut. I haven't made the trip down there yet for obvious reasons.
I'll try to find it for you. Will you be here when I return?
I'll stay here for a while, yes, but if I'm not here when you get back, you might try Pokoro or Gakoro.
Of course. And now let us go to do the quest. Let's see. So here it is, and I'm gonna save because there is a potential that it could crash the game or just like halt. And then you have to go back to the village because it's called the Secret of the Proto-Steel.
Oh, you can talk to Mark,
so that we don't have to come back here. I don't know if the option is available yet, but we can talk to her. Ahoy there, Tahoe. What is it you be wanting? I'm looking for a tour named Kohi. I'm told he booked a boat here. But yeah, this is supposed to be after you go to the town, but I just made it open so that you can.
Yeah.
Kohi? Ah, he was one odd Matoran. You rarely see people exploring the island in these dangerous times. Did he say where he was headed next? I believe he did. I think he said he was going to climb the Pokoro mesas. Mesas? The mesas, the big old rocks sitting right next to Pokoro. Right, thank you.
I like how you made Mark a pirate.
Your accent is quite different from others I've heard. I am told that quite often. Right. That's kind of a reference to Hari's animations, or you know, the guy who does the Flash animations now.
Oh,
he gave her an
yeah.
eye patch, so it's like, oh, give her a pirate accent.
Oh, the village is destroyed? What
No.
could have happened?
Let's jump down here. Also, this is a reference that no one will get.
What?
Okay, I'll go back.
Wait,
and
hold on.
explain
Now
it.
you have to explain the reference.
So, I was making the joke about Rudolph earlier.
Reindeer?
I guess nobody remembers the guy that was like searching for gold, and then he finds peppermint.
And he does that with his pickup? I haven't seen that in a long time, honestly.
He throws it up in the air and it lands on the ground, and then he licks it and he says, "Peppermint."
What I've been searching for all my life! I've struck
I'm
it
rich.
right!
It's just it's a Rudolph reference.
Yeah, it is a Rudolph reference.
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
Are you alright? No response. Oh, what's happening? Toa, you're here. Thank Mata-Nui. What happened here? It was so scary. These huge beasts attacked. They destroyed everything. I don't remember. What else can you tell me about this attack? I don't know. It was so fast. I remember the sound of an engine, a white flash, fire, maybe. Maybe they came from the ocean? I need to find Kohi. Who? What? Ah, my shop! The Pomatoran that was here, asking about Protosteel. Oh, that guy. Sorry, I'm still a little scattered. He said he was going to charter a boat from Gakor to Pokor, I think. Or was it Po to Ga? Thank you. And I'm sorry about... thank you, and I'm sorry about your shop. See, these voices are way too similar. Let's get this massive...
Oh yeah, the big stone.
Yeah, here, big.
Big stone. Meditate on it. I want to see how it looks.
Sunrise.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't
It's a
have.
little bit broken. And he looks up at it too, which is cool.
Is there a story behind it, or just big stone?
He's just big. Somebody carved it. Nobody knows who. Ah! Oh, we haven't actually been into the Gomao temple yet either.
Well, you need a co-mouse, so.
Also, there's 2 masks in here, actually. If I remember correctly.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kari.
Kari, and then the Komao is at the end of the temple. Which this is like one of the only times that you use the cow.
So, really quick, while we're here, while we're walking over to Ari, I did want to talk more about the sort of ending of the game and how that sort of came to be. But yeah, I unfortunately wasn't here last week when we actually finished the game, so I'm kind of shoehorning it in now. Yeah, I think I mentioned before that we had a lot of other ideas planned. The first sort of draft of the story, it had the Turaga missing, and it had the sort of meeting they went to, but the meeting was sort of about, oh, can we trust the Toa and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And it was all right.
It was very up in the air, and it was never really explained in the game.
Yeah, I wasn't even really 100% sure what it was, but then a couple weeks before we were oh, you want to talk to that guy first?
Oh yeah, let's just talk to this guy first.
Let's carry the ones and move over there and...
Hello, what are you doing?
Goodness, Toa, you shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I'm working on a carving of the great Toa of Stone, Pohatu.
It looks good. Yep. Also, I think there's actually special dialogue for Pohatu.
Mumbling to herself, I'm still mumbling.
He's quite handsome, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I suppose he is.
Over here, little one.
Pohatu, you're here? It's not finished yet. I would say don't look, but I'm afraid that's too exactly possible.
No, that's not exactly possible. You're doing good work.
I knew you'd like it. Wait, now that you're here, could you model for me? You just have to stand still for a few hours or days.
I'm afraid I don't have time for that at the moment, but good luck.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this is another sort of hint about the time shenanigans, because how would you know what Pohatu looked like if he just arrived? But yeah, so...
Sorry, I'm just gonna stand here for a couple days.
Second model. Okay, so yeah, going back to the story stuff. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen.
Spoilers for the ending.
So yeah, I get Joe Cool messages me a couple of weeks before we had originally planned to release, and it's hey, so turns out the whole game's been in a time loop actually, and what's a good explanation for how that could work? It was the main question. And I was not sold on it at first, because I think there was already sort of the meeting and the things revolving around that, and I'd already kind of written up a story for it, and it was a bit, I don't know, I wasn't 100% sold. And then...
And it was my fault for not saying that sooner, because I kind of wanted to keep it as a surprise, but then it was kind of a bad idea to keep it as a surprise from the person who was supposed to be writing the story. Yeah. So yeah.
But it did work out at the end, because then we sort of tied the meeting in with the Vahi and the full-time stuff, and I sort of redid a lot of the quest dialogue to pretty much all of Turaga. All the Kini quests now allude to you having done them before, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's there are some things that are still the same, Motoro. Nuju not trusting you is a lot more fleshed out now that he has a bit more of a reason to not trust the Toa.
But also the best thing is that nobody will ever know until we tell them now. Because, now everybody knows, but no one would have ever known if we hadn't said anything. It's oh, this is exactly how we intended it the entire time. So yeah.
I do feel like it did turn out good. It seems like people enjoy it as well, and having a nice little spin on it, making it unique from 2.0 when it eventually comes out and tells a more accurate story.
Yeah, and since we were talking about the ending, actually, something I forgot to talk about, because it's a little bit hectic because we were watching the whole ending and everything, and I completely spaced on mentioning it, or maybe I didn't, I don't know. I said during the ending cutscene that there is a story behind the mask slide sound when the Vahi slides into you. And the story is that I actually extracted that and pulled that out of Mask of Light. And that's the sound when the Evoki slides across the ground after Takua gets crushed. So yeah, that's the story behind that sound.
Interesting. That's neat. Hello, Pohatu. Come to help me free this thing?
So there's a reason why these two options are very similar. Although there was an intention that never actually worked, because of a fatal flaw with the dialogue system. There was going to be only one of these options based on if you asked him where he was from. And so if you asked him where he was from, then you could say, did you know that Wagner Village was attacked? But then if you didn't, then you could say, did you know that your village was attacked? So you don't know that he is from that village or not. And so if you choose, did you know that your village was attacked? They said, what? Pokora was attacked? And you say, No, Wagner Village, the small port you were just at.
Oh, you gave me a fright, Toa. Wagner isn't my home. I was merely there following up on a lead to find this. Shame they got attacked, though. I hope no one was hurt.
And then you can also do the neutral Toa thing, which is like, I hate to ask you this, Koi, but did you have anything to do with the attack on Wagner?
Yes.
No.
No, you're accusing me, Toa? Huh, no, Pohato, I did not have anything to do with that. As I said, it's a shame and I hope everyone's alright, but there's no reason for you to be blaming me when I wasn't even there.
Of course. I'm just trying to find out what happened.
I understand. But for that, I must ask a favor of you. I need that.
What is it? Just reverting to Batman as my base.
Why, it's another Protosteel tool. I would have left a long time ago, but I already said this dialogue before, so...
Yes. I'll see what I can do.
Give me that. Ah, yes, thank you, Toa.
That was surprisingly easy.
With this and my others, I should be able to discover the secret to Protosteel. That's the name of the quest.
Yeah.
Stop by my forge in Procor later, and I might have something for you.
I also got the one you wanted from Liwahi.
Neat! Perfect! Ah, perfect. Yes, good job.
I'll make sure to stop by soon. So yeah, you can go to his forge, but do we want to go to Wagner first, or do we want to just go to his forge?
We're right next to Belcoro, so let's just get the forge and then swap by Wagner.
Also, I can show the pot exploit before we trigger this guy called Kohua.
Hi Toa Tahu.
Hello, what are you doing?
I make pots. I'm currently inspecting them as the final stage before I sell them. This is just Kermit.
That's fine. That works.
Well, usually I sell them to the local shops, but would you like to buy one from me?
I'll take a look.
Yeah. Yes, let's trade.
Yes, let's trade. So if you buy the pots here, then they buy at 25. And then if you go to this guy, because he marks them up, he will also buy them at a slightly higher price.
Come look at that. Okay.
Wait.
Infinite money.
I don't know if that's actually true anymore. Whatever.
Oh, wait.
I think I may have broken that at one point in development.
Aha, I've done it.
You've discovered how to manipulate Protosteel?
Hello, Toa. Yes, indeed I have, although I'm not entirely sure what I did.
What happened?
Well, I was trying to melt down the tools we found, and even though my furnace was as hot as it would go, they still weren't beginning to.
So how did you manage it?
In an embarrassing fit of rage, I attempted to bend the tools with my bare hands. Surprisingly, it worked. There was some sort of electricity in my hand. The metal became soft and began to glow, so I placed it in the furnace, and they melted. Because I'm a Matoran of iron.
Yeah, that is kind of like what I'm alluding to here, that he's a Matoran of iron. And which are the only people in the world who can manipulate Protosteel. What do you plan to do with this discovery?
Why, sell it, of course. Kohi's tools and armory will be the best and only provider of Protosteel armament.
I see.
For your help in this endeavor, I'd like the first Protosteel item for my shop, free of charge.
Thank you. What are you going to make?
I was thinking to add some shine to your masks, if you'd allow me.
Of course, sounds great.
Ta-da! Silver.
No, Protosteel.
Silver.
Pretty cool looking.
It does look pretty cool, actually.
Oh, I wanted to quickly just pop out of the zone. And so if you come back a little bit later, if you leave,
you were gone for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, if you leave Poe and you come back, I just did that as like the dev way to do it. But you're intended to actually leave the entire area.
I didn't think.
What happened to Kohi's shop, Potmaker? You only have that dialogue if you've met him before.
You remembered me? Oh, but I was asleep and I heard some strange sound. You weren't asleep. I left for 2 seconds. Okay. And I thought they were just Kohi's usual late night metalworking, but the clang sounded more bombastic than usual. After a while, they stopped. Once I woke up, I found that Kohi was missing, and this had happened to his shop.
Do you know where Kohi could be?
Dead. No, and I asked everyone in Pokoro, and no one knows.
What about the one who did this?
One of the guards thought he saw Tarakawa driving away from Pokoro. That's impossible. Tarakawa don't live in Powahi, and this is much too far from anywhere they would live. I suppose it could be that they would send Tarakawa, but those are just a myth.
Is there anything I can do to find him?
I don't know. I hate to say it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you for... You are right. Thank you for your information, Koa. This is basically me telling the player, the quest is done, you can't look for him. So if I quickly just run out of the town again. But if you leave and come back, then Koa has gone back to his pot making. I thought I'd check up on you. How are you doing?
Toa, check up on me. I'm okay, I guess. Gohi was a friend, but we weren't that close. I just hope he's okay.
I hope so too.
He's not.
Well, actually,
not okay.
what I'm alluding to here is that he was captured by Santa Arcava and dragged away to Makuta so that he could produce proto-steel for Makuta. So he is not okay, no, but he is alive, presumably, for a while.
Alive? Question mark?
For a little while, maybe. While we're here, let me grab the other fish quest. Am I disturbing you?
What? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about how not only am I lacking workers for the town construction project, the Taraga went and disappeared. On top of all that, my shipment's late. What a day. The Taraga's back. Have you
Yeah,
looked
no,
down?
I never added contingency for the back already. Your shipment?
A collection of materials for the carvers and construction workers, you know.
Is there something I could do for you?
You know what? I believe there is. There'd be some widgets in it if you accept.
I accept.
The shipment's late, and it's important. I need you to head down to the Onukoro shipping center and see what's taking them so long. If the couriers have left already, you'll need to track them down.
Alright, I'm on it.
Good luck, and hurry back, will you?
There's a little bit of a story behind this quest, actually. My brother started the quest, like he started creating it, which it was actually going to be the start of the map quest, where essentially there was going to be a different quest to gain each map per region. So you'd have to go to Powahi, complete that quest, and get the Po region, which ended up being a little bit tedious, and we also never had enough time to actually finish any of them. So I converted this quest into a side quest where I wrote like the second half of it. Since we're just right next to Wagna, we'll ignore that quest for now, and we will go over to Wagna. So yeah, everybody has new dialogue. So if you talk to Pari, he'll explain like what's going on. And this isn't actually a quest, it's just an unmarked quest that you can kind of do. What are we going to do, Toa? Our home! What's wrong, Pari? What's wrong? Take a look around. Our village is in ruins. There's so much damage. Is it even worth repairing? Have you talked it over with the others? Not really. Although, I know that Tafal wants to repair all the huts. Kali has just mentally checked out and Umai wants to go back to Kokoro. I suppose it couldn't hurt to call at the town meeting to see what everyone wants to do. Very good. I will take my leave then. Hold on a minute, Toa. We may need you. If you have time to join, I have some things to do. If you could delay it, of course, we wait on your return. And so now you can talk to the other guys and you can see what's going on. Okay, so there's a little bit of a thing. At one point...
Wait, hold on, wait, go back to that dialogue. Is that what I think it was?
Yes, it is, but hold on, I need to explain something first about this.
Okay.
At one point, kind of near the end of development, I updated the dialogues system and basically just the names of the variables, and a lot of them got reset. So he's supposed to be facing that way, and it just got reset, so he automatically turns to you. I wish I was back in Kokoro. I hate the snow. It's so sticky and gross. Gets everywhere.
Not like here.
You know snow is just water, right? Of course I knew that. You really shouldn't sneak up on someone like that, Toa. I know, it's sort of a habit. Kind of a running theme is that the Toa just kind of walks up behind somebody and says something and spooks them.
You gotta fix him. Just keep working.
Are you okay, Tafal?
I'm just fine. I just have to keep at it. We'll finish eventually.
I'm sure you will. Good luck. Yeah, we haven't spoken much. Hello, Tahu. And yes, you are right. We have not spoken as much as I would have wished. But unless you have time while you're in Kokoro, I fear we won't speak much for some time. Kokoro, you're going back? I plan to, yes. Wagner used to be so beautiful, but alas, all good things must come to an end. I see. Good luck. She's supposed to be facing the wall. Are you alright, Kali?
Yep, everything is fine.
Okay. Toatahu, you're back. Are you ready for the town meeting? I am. Let's do it. Very good. I'll get the others. Ready? This is gonna be...
Oh god, okay, I gotta remember all the voices I've been doing.
This is one of my favorite things. Full utilization of the conversation system that was new to this update. Freaking long piece of dialogue. Okay, let's go. Welcome all. I've called this meeting today so that we may make a final decision on what we should do about our village. There are two options. Repair the town and attempt to fortify it against any future Rahi attacks, or we all return to our respective villages. It would require far too much work to repair the village than we can handle. There's no way we would finish the repairs before another attack.
What do you mean too much work? I can do it all in half the time of any Po or Onu Matorin.
You would be working yourself to death to fall. There's no need for that.
I never thank you for fixing seen that hole in my roof earlier, Tafal.
Also, notice she's facing the Huna. I'm not him! She doesn't like getting confused with them. Okay, that's enough. We need to make a decision here. I'm calling a vote. I'm for staying and trying to repair. Kali, your vote?
Huh? What are we talking about?
Okay, Kali seems to still not have come back to us. Numai, still believe it is too dangerous to stay here. I'm heading back to Kokoro unless we can decide otherwise. Very well. Tafal?
I'm staying. I've already started working on the repairs. I'm not abandoning my work.
And Tafal? I don't think we should stay. Her voice keeps changing. I don't think we should stay. I'm sorry, Tafal, but there's just too much work for just you and us. A deadlock. Toatahu, with the vote in a deadlock and our deciding vote being completely out of it, I'd like to defer to your wisdom in this matter. Me? You trust me with the fate of your village? Yes. Although these types of matters would usually be the duty of a Taraka, while we don't have one, we do have the next best thing, a Toa of legend. I see. I will use my best judgment. Very good. So what will it be, Toa? Do we stay or go? So here's a big decision.
Ooh.
What does the
do you
chat
guys in
think?
chat think? I know every time I've played, I've chosen to save Wagner just because I like Wagner a lot. I've also never seen what happens if you abandon Wagner.
Well, we can also reload and do this again.
That's
If
true,
we
but
do
I feel
this.
like we should stick with one. So it's up to the people in chat. But yeah, let's stay. The people have spoken.
The two people that are watching have spoken. You should stay and repair Wagner. It will be hard, but this is your home. You heard the Toa. Tafal, get to work. I'll travel to Pokoro to see if they have any materials we can use. And perhaps I can hire a few more crafters there too.
Yes, I'll go get started right now.
You have made a grave mistake, Toa. Excuse me? Let me rephrase that. I believe that you have made a critical error in judgment, Tahu. However, only time will tell. I see. I hope to see you all here next time when I visit. Goodbye, everyone, and good luck. So we can go back now,
Hey.
because we just left the trigger. So there is a wall now. And it's like, whoa, look at this. I haven't been here in a while. So yeah, there's quite a few things. There's like some of them have been rebuilt. A lot of them are stopped being on fire. Numaya's in here, we can talk to him. Welcome back, Toatahu. Are you upset with me? A little. Only because you are right, at least thus far, but we can still be attacked by Rahi at any point. That is true, but I stand by my decision. Welcome back, Tahu. As you can see, we are doing much better than when you last left. I see you built a wall. Indeed. We decided it would be best to erect something that may protect us from future Rahi attacks. Will it actually protect anyone? Can't Rahi just jump over it or go around? Well, there's really no way of knowing, but it's better than nothing. How is everyone? Everyone is in relatively high spirits, actually. Kelly has recovered from her head injury. Tafal and Tafal have become friends, which is still very strange to say out loud. And I have opened my store once again. You didn't mention Numai. That would be because Numai is the only one not in high spirits. I'm not entirely sure why, though. Perhaps you would speak to him? I'll consider it.
You're back, Tahu.
Are you feeling alright, Kelly?
Oh yes, my head is much clearer than last time.
Then what are you doing up there?
I like to see my shop from afar sometimes, and also I've been thinking about some improvements. I'd about some sort of sign, like Pari's.
I like it.
Well, wait, I like what I've done with the place.
Yes, it seems quite... Oh, what you've done? Nice.
Alright, what we've done.
Just you two?
For the most part. Bobby brought the materials, Carly helped me move them, but me and my apprentice did most of the work.
Tafal is your apprentice now? That's right. I've helped a lot. I hand Tafal tools.
I'm teaching you.
Alright, I'll leave you to it.
Always two there are, a master and an apprentice.
Well, no, it was more of a joke that his apprentice, in quotation marks, and all she does is just hand him tools.
So, yeah, only have these last two quests to do.
So what is it? Online and then the Black Mask? There's some other unmarked quests around the world that I haven't done,
Probably,
but I don't remember what they are. Be on the lookout for some Masquerinos.
Some what? Oh,
Masquerinos! Come on.
Of course.
I think we actually came here, like, without it being destroyed, and so if you do take this quest, then it gets destroyed, and now there's a reason why.
Torin has his eyes closed tightly. Seems to be attempting to be as quiet as possible.
Hello, little one.
Who's there?
I'm a Rahi.
Oh yeah? What kind of Rahi?
A Terakava.
Alright, go ahead and eat me. Wait, Terakava don't usually bother talking to their dinner. Toa, why did you try and scare me like that?
Just a bit of fun, my friend. Why are you lying down there?
Oh, I was hiding. Didn't you see them when they came in?
See who?
Oh, they're gone? Oh, good. There were 2, maybe 3, or was it 6? A bunch of Terracotta came in and wrecked the place.
Alright, slow down. Tell me what happened.
Well, I was alone here when all of a sudden a bunch of big, mean Terracotta came around destroying all sorts of stuff. They usually never get this close to here. They must have been looking for something specific.
They must have really wanted whatever it was. They didn't even eat your mahi.
Oh, the mahi? Oh, thank Mata-Nui they're safe. You're right, it's odd for Terracotta. It seems so ravenous not to eat the nearest rahi or matoran in plain sight.
There's a shipment to Pokoro that's been delayed.
Oh, Mr. Kalo's shipment? I think my couriers started on their way with it yesterday. Come to think of it, they should be back by now.
You probably have your hands full here. I can check out the route. Which way did they go?
Well, the usual route to Pokoro takes them from here and through the Pillar Lands. That's northeast of here. I'd start there.
Thank you. Do you need any help here?
Oh, thank you, Toa, but I'll be okay.
If there's any other attacks, just shout and I'll be here. Because I can hear across the map.
Okay, and then he goes back to sleep instead of doing any work.
Well, looks like this didn't properly trigger. There's supposed to be a bunch of carts that are wrecked here, and there a bunch of boxes are spilled over, and there's a bunch of pink-tailed rookies sitting there.
Uh-huh. Toa, you're here, finally. What took you so long?
Womack sent me. You're the couriers for a shipment? We are. Please excuse Laru. He's very shaken up from the incident. What happened? Tarakawa down there sprinted at us from across the Pillar Lens. Luckily, me and Laru made it up here before they attacked. I think they wanted our cargo. What is the cargo? I was never allowed to look inside, though it smelled terrible. Based on what I can see, it looks like some kind of fish. Why would this kind of Tarakawa be in the desert?
They're after me. They're after my mask.
Relax, Laru. No one's after your mask.
No, you're wrong. I smell like them. The pink-tailed rookie. It's their favorite treat. They're gonna eat me.
Wait, pink-tailed rookie? They're illegal in Pokoro. Why were we transporting this there? Was Kalo the job master to receive this shipment? Well, yes. That was what it said on the order form. You know him? I do. I'm afraid I can't stand for this. I would offer you the cargo, but most of it was eaten. Good luck, Toa. I mean, most of it was eaten so well that it was just disappeared.
It's just gone now.
Yeah.
Greetings, Toa. Do you have my shipment yet?
Your illegal rookie were eaten by Rahi.
That's very unfortunate.
How are you having them imported?
They put a very high price where they've been outlawed. I have debts to pay, and I need the money. Every so often, I have them imported from a small fishing village that's currently dead, but don't worry about it.
Yes. This stops now.
Very well. I'll find an alternative source of income.
I believe you owe me some widgets.
Didn't you not hear me when I said I was in debt? Fine, whatever. Here's your 350 widgets.
But yeah, that's where you extort Matoran. Great. But actually, the people who he owes debts to is also another sort of reference to the company.
The company, ooh.
Oh, did we even ever talk to Daz Matoran here?
I've only been here for a couple of streams, so...
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you have.
I don't think we have. This is one of Daz's, 12 Matoran.
He has one for each
One for each
village.
element, yeah.
Which, fun fact, a while ago we looked at an early build of Togs. These are the same Matoran that were the placeholders for the Trials of the Great Spirit Matoran. Oh, excellent.
What is?
Howdy, Toa. Have you been in Pokoro long?
I've seen a fair amount of it.
Isn't it great? I truly admire Akma for this feat. He nearly redesigned the entire village.
Really?
Oh yes, there's one thing I've learned about Akmar is that he gets things done. I'm very excited to see what his next project will be.
Me as well.
It's a Masks of Power.
2.0.
2.0. Wow.
2.0, no.
That's a nice view.
Tis. See the whole island from here. Alright, so what do we have left? We have the Black Mask quest.
Black Mask, which is the last couple of masks.
Yeah,
there's the log.
The log.
We should read the first logs. Entry 1. Smooth sailing so far above the Wakiru. That's the name of our ship. We're not actually riding on a Wakiru. Nadia is helping us get adjusted, and everything is running smoothly. Entry 2. Our first route is from Gakuro to Likor, around the southern tip. Whatever our cargo is, it's heavy. Entry 8. Oh, Nadia is as cheerful as ever, even after last night's storm. We're going to have to set down Zemmer and Liwahi for the night due to the extensive damage we sustained.
My dad's in the chat.
Just got.
Dad chat.
Entry 17. Nadia's acting strange. She put us on a new course without consulting me. I tried to talk to her, but she snapped, told me to call her captain. The crew is getting tired. She's kept us constantly working. Entry 22. The captain. Natty. She forced us to steal gold from other Matoran. I tried to stop her. She threatened to throw me overboard and let the razorfish tear me to shreds. The crew went along with her commands, mostly, it seemed, out of fear. She started talking in a pirate voice and
Yeah,
saying
har.
"arr" a lot.
She kept saying arg. I couldn't get her to stop.
Entry 31. Most of the crew are blindly following her orders now. A handful of us are conducting secret meetings, trying to stop her from escalating further. But at this point, it's us versus the entire crew. Entry 32. I saw something strange on the captain's mask. A small stranger of a black material. I have no idea what it is, although I may just be getting paranoid. She hasn't let us sleep recently. Entry 61. We've collected so much gold. We've committed so many vile acts. The kind Matorn I once knew is no longer behind that blackened mask. I'm staying aboard in case I can somehow stop her.
Dun, dun. Also, there's a little secret thing. It's
Yeah,
golden
Craig.
usul and golden bars too.
We should check out the note.
Yeah.
It's down here.
I don't know if anybody knows about this note.
There should have been one of the northern tip too, in my opinion.
Yeah. My brother was gonna add that, but it was another one of his literally 2 days from release added things.
Ah. Yeah.
There's a single usul here.
To whoever finds this note, welcome to the southernmost tip of Mata-Nui, first explored by Hahi of Nikoro. Items found here when first explored. An interesting-looking rock. Took it with me. A lonely-looking uso. A piece of driftwood. All in all, worth the trip. Note authored by Hahi of Nikoro.
Oh, we haven't done the log,
Log.
which is the old
Classic.
1.4 classic.
The islands you just jumped across.
So ding 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 ding, and it's the one that's the furthest.
There's the
It's
golden
golden rookie.
something.
And
More
there's
legal than the pink-tailed rookie.
Extra legal, you could say, because it's gold, it's rare, so it's extra legal. Okay, first mate's log number 4. Read.
Read. Entry 115. The captain has ordered us to hide all the gold. I'm not sure what she's planning, but I'm too terrified to ask. She looked at me strangely the other day, her cold yellow eyes piercing straight through my akaku. I think she knows. Entry 116. We've hidden most of the gold, but lost many good Matorn to do so. Tonight is our last stop, an island off the western coast of Onuahi, north of the tunnel entrance. Tonight, I believe the captain is going to end my life. Dun, dun, dun. So there's your little hint as to where the final island is. There's no map for it.
Well, I think this is the area that we need to be. This.
Yeah, because I think that might be it over there.
It is, yeah.
Oh, I think you aren't killing each other.
Yeah, it's a rare sight. They're like boss Fiku, so they're slightly higher level or higher.
Oh, really?
Health, I think. I might be just making that up, but they seem to be.
Mahi.
Golden Mahi. First mate, Dax log 5 and 6. Gold bars. Number 5. Read.
MG116. It's over. We arrived at the island ready to bury the last of the gold. A storm was brewing. The captain ordered us to place the gold in an inconspicuous cave to the east island. My job was to keep lookout. I stood at the edge of a sharp cliff, wondering just how it had all gone so wrong. As the crew wrestled with some local Fiku-Nui, the captain came up to me. I am aware that you have... No, that's not a good voice. I do a pirate voice. Arr, I am aware that ye have not been loyal to me, she said, her now pitch-black mask reflecting the newly fallen rain. I stared into her eyes. For the briefest second I could see her old self emerge. A slight tinge of regret. You've changed, Natty. The second I uttered her name, she tackled me to the floor. We wrestled on the cliffside, rain drowning out any noise. Somehow some of the crew began running up the hill towards us to protect their captain. She got a few hits on me, then stood up. You should have just obeyed like the rest of them.
Number 6.
First mate's log continued. Suddenly, lightning struck on the beach below. The cliff began to crumble. Mandy began to slip. I dashed forward and tried to grab her hand, but it was too late. Nearly the second that she hit the ground, the remaining members of the crew stopped in their tracks, confused and terrified. They looked suddenly as if they had been awoken from a deep sleep. Next day, I buried Natty in the cave with the rest of the gold. I placed that horrible mask upon the grave as a marker. I'll also leave this final log here too. If you find this note, you've also found the mask. Whatever you do, don't place it on your face. Let's place it on her face.
Yeah,
Put the mask on, so
that's a good idea. And unfortunately, this is not a freaking unpowered coma.
Well,
Should have been.
take it. You still need another coma.
Yeah.
We can go back to Pokoro to buy another Ruru. Get the last of those, and then it's just the quest for the last Komao.
Quest for the last Komao. Oni had the same issue.
Yeah, so did I. I think there's one around the Borak area. I want to say.
I think I already picked that one up.
Say. Dang it.
I'm not sure though. We can go check. They are weirdly one of the rarest ones, just because it's unused. That might be it. Actually.
That's it. There it is.
That might be it.
There it is.
Ah!
Finally.
Now we just gotta go buy a Ruru and power, and we'll be done with the game pretty much. This can be bought at a lower price.
Wait, you can sell it back to the one guy you started the quest from.
True. Yes. I don't know if she takes it at a higher price though. I know that the gold guy here does, like the metals guy does. So let's just grab the metal guy and take him out.
All right.
Last mask, and then we can see the 2 cool cosmetics that are in the game.
Ooh, all right.
So Gold Toa is what you get for completing all of the things, and it says in the description, actually. You are a true Toa hero. You know, like, you get it like the Lego games. Yeah. You have gained this by collecting every mask with every Toa. And then there's also the black mask, a mysterious Komao covered in a strange black substance. The material on the surface of the mask pulses slowly as if breathing, which only affects the Komao, which is unfortunate because nobody ever wears the Komao. But look how cool it is, though.
It is really cool.
And if you watch it for a while, you can see it actually moves. It's hard to see with the Toa moving around, but it does actually, like, move, like, strangely. Yeah, so this is
cool.
Golden Toa.
Gold, and you can get everything else on, too.
Yeah, and as everybody says, get the drip, get the infected mask, and very cool hat, and the mask of time, and the Nuva shoulders. There we go.
Yeah! We did it.
Looks so bad. I never considered these all together.
This is what peak performance looks like right here.
You may not like it.
This is what Greg Farshtey intended. This is true vision brought to life
when
your very eyes.
When Faber said that the community has to come together and build something together, this is what he meant.
14B 2020 right here. Well, we've made you proud.
Yeah. Tahu Ultimate Edition.
Tahu Nuva 2.
Tahu Tuva. Tahu 3. Number 3.
Tahu newer.
Tahu newer.
Anyways, it's been.
This really distorts the look of the head. Fish head.
Hello. So yes, thanks to everyone who was watching. Thanks for everyone who was watching our full playthrough, and to everyone who's played the game. And you've enjoyed it.
Seeing this freaking amazing game being finished finally after long time.
It's been nearly 5 years.
Yeah.
And I think the 5-year anniversary of the first teaser is coming up pretty soon.
It's in like November, yeah.
There are lots of things that we can't tell you, but we want to tell you. But we can't.
Should we tell them one? Or, I mean, I know it's not super up to...
let's,
We can say that next week. We can say that next stream.
Well, let's not tell them anything.
Okay.
Let's just not say a thing. Anyway.
Thought we weren't going to say anything.
After that very cryptic
hints.
I have been Markle.
I have been Joko 131.
And may the great spirit guide you.